Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Ballabha Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Ballabha Girvaradhari Yashodanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Shodanan Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gaur Pranandi Hari Hari Gaur. So with permission from all the seniors and Maharaj, may I be able to speak properly? Yeah. No, it's on. Yeah, maybe I need to just speak loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are continuing our reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 69, and today we will be doing verse 42 and maybe 43. So, anyhow. Krishnasya ananta vriyasya Krishnasya ananta vriyasya Yogamaya manodhayam Yogamaya mano mahodhayam Mahudishtva rishirabhud Mahudishtva rishiradbhud Vismito jata kutukaha Vismito jata kutukaha Krishnasya ananta vrirasya Yogamaya mano mahodayam Mahudrishtva rishisabhut Vishnuto gyata katuka Krishnasya ananta vrirasya Yogamaya manodaya Mahudishtva rishisadbhut Vishmito yata kotiku Krishnasya ananta virasya Mahomaya mahodayam Vishmarishisabhut Vishmudgyata kotaka Krishnasya ananta virasya Yogamaya mayodayam Yadbhut Vishmito jata kotika Ananta virasya Yogamaya mayodayam Word to word, Krishnasya of the Lord Krishna. Ananta, unlimited, Virasyasya, whose prowess, Yogamaya, of the mystic deluding energy, Maha, elaborate, Udhyam, the manifestation, Muhur, repeatedly, Drishtva, having witnessed, Rishi, the sages, Narada, the sage Narada, Adbhut, became, Vishmita, amazed, Yata Kotuka, filled with wonder. Translation by the disciples of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Having repeatedly seen the vast mystic display of Lord Krishna, whose power is unlimited, the sage was amazed and filled with wonder. So, please repeat. Having repeatedly seen the vast mystic display of Lord Krishna, whose power is unlimited, the sage was amazed and filled with wonder. I think I will just read the next one just in case, so you don't have to repeat. Iti artha kama dharmasyu krishnane sadhahita atmana maya asamayaka sabhajita pritas tam eva nasaram yayu. The translation is, the Lord Krishna greatly honored Narada, faithfully presenting him with gifts related to economic prosperity, sense gratification, and religious duties. Thus, fully satisfied, the sage departed, constantly remembering the Lord. There is purport to that, so maybe you will go to purport by the disciples of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. As Srila Prabhupada points out in Krishna, the face artha karma dharmesu indicates that Lord Krishna was behaving like an ordinary householder, deeply concerned with economic development, sense gratification, and religious duties. Narada could understand the Lord's purpose, and he was most pleased by Sri Krishna's exemplary behavior, thus fully enlivened in his pure Krishna consciousness. He departed. So there are tikas. Here Sanatana Goswami says, Krishna greatly honored Narada, showing him his special powers, because Krishna was endowed with faith in artha, karma, and kama and dharma in order to teach him. Or the Lord was pleased, Shraddhatnan, with people who had desire, kama for bhakti, which is dharma, the essence of the four purusharthas, or artha. Narada departed, continually remembering the Lord. And Om Jnanatam Dasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurvitmalmena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Shtapitam Yena Bhutle Samrupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatapata Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagana Raghunatham Tvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadhutam Pratijana Sahityam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakan Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanu Sute Devi Pranmami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatru Vyasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurtvinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are reading this like 42 now, very important verse. Krishnasya Ananta Virasya Yog Maya Manho Duhan Mahu Drishtva Rishis Adbhut Vismato Janka Kotuko. So this verse, we can see that that Narada is appreciating the mystic display of Lord Krishna, and whose power is unlimited, and the sage is wondered at this, and he was amazed, and actually his hairs were standing out, and he couldn't believe it, So maybe I should read. It's Nathan Goswami what he says. The sage, through the omniscient, seeing again and again Vikasya, to remove doubts, since it was most difficult to understand the great display of Yog Maya of Krishna, who appeared in the world to display his unlimited powers, who was directly Bhagwan, and had unlimited powers, and was amazed and became filled with bliss. So we can see how Narada is so overwhelmed at seeing the activities of Lord Krishna in various quarters of Queens, 16,108. He didn't go to each and every one, but every place he went, Krishna was doing ordinary activities of daily activities, like a human being does, and he was looking after all what a householder has to look when living on this planet, So one can see the display of Yog Maya and Mahamaya and Maya in this context, According to Srila Prabhupada, the Supreme Lord has different energies or potencies, one is internal potency. Internal potency of the Lord is called Yog Maya. And the external potency of the Lord is called Mahamaya. And then there are simple Maya, which is illusion in this world, which living entity has, that we are this body. And so he considered himself not as a spirit soul, but a body. So this is Maya, general. So there are three types of Maya. Maya or Nivaya, which is illusion, and then Mahamaya, which is Maha means great. Great means great Maya, which Krishna's external potency. So he covers living entities or to do his leelas. And similarly, when he transgresses all the material laws in a way, then it's a Yog Maya, which transcends all the material bylaws or laws of gravity or whatever you name it. So it's very, very potent that way, So that Krishna does it when he bewilders his devotees also at the same time. So we will go through the examples that how Lord does it, So Mahamaya technically refers to material energy responsible for illusion and the material world. And Yogamaya is how Krishna manifests his divine opulence, pastimes and transcendental features for the benefit of his devotees, And when Krishna speaks Yogamaya Mahodaya, it points out to his transcendental display, not an illusion in the material sense, but a real divine manifestation of Krishna's spiritual potency, So this is very important to understand the difference between Maya, Mahamaya, and Maya, Mahamaya, and Yogamaya. Sorry, my brain doesn't work these days, So by saying that Narada was filled with wonder upon repeatedly seeing the manifestation, so what it implies is that Krishna opulence is beyond ordinary human comprehension. So we can't comprehend what Krishna does. It's beyond our comprehension, some of the activities he do, because he defies all the laws of the material nature at times, So that's very important. And not only that, even sage Narada, he's not ordinary man. He's so learned, so wise, so spiritually oriented, spiritually advanced. Not only that, he has association of Krishna. He can go to any planets at any time. And he's constantly chanting the glories of the Lord. So it's amazing, even that personality who is such a exalted devotee of the Lord, he couldn't understand. He was overwhelmed. He didn't know that Krishna could do this, So now you can imagine how this Yogamaya works, So even his own devotees who are very, very advanced cannot understand it, how Krishna is doing, displaying all these activities just by Yogamaya. Not only that, Lord Shiva, so many others, they get bewildered when Lord does that, So basically, Krishna's spiritual potency is unlimited, So we can see that, and no wonder Narada is overwhelmed, This reaction is natural and even shows that Lord's supreme power is so huge, and his opulence is not just for symbolic. It's real. He can show it, and this can be understood only by devotional service, pure devotional service. If we want to get in the realm of understanding Krishna. The things I'm forgetting, Bhaktemam Abhijanati, anyhow, I'm forgetting. So only through devotional service you can come to understand Krishna as he is, Otherwise it's very, very difficult, So when Narada was visiting many palaces, and he saw these palaces very, very opulent, with extremely, it's like as king functions, So every household was very, opulent, in that sense, And he is king, but at the same time, he's king of Dwarka, technically. But still, he's functioning as a householder, he's functioning as a friend in different areas of his quarters, He's functioning as lover, he's functioning as father, he's functioning, he's worshipping devtas, demigods, So that's really astonishing. Like, we don't worship demigods here. Lord is worshipping demigods, Somewhere he's counseling, somewhere he's doing various aspect of household duty, looking after children and all that, So these are the examples Krishna displays. Like, he's the same person and who's doing different activity at the same time. Only Krishna can do that. He can be present in different places and do different activities, not the same activities. So that's the potency of Yogamaya, So through Yogamaya, Lord can manifest transcendental opulences, he can display powers, he can display pastimes, he can create illusion and all that, so he can do that, in the way he wants it. So technically this Yogamaya is an energy that connects the souls like us to divine, So that's why Narada was feeling great ecstasy and bliss in his heart, Krishna can attract from within the heart. And one example is what? Mohani Murti. When this Sagar Manthan, which means when they were churning the ocean, so, and then Mohani Murti came out, and so she was so attractive. And at one point in time, Lord Shiva wanted to experience. She was so beautiful, and Lord Shiva wanted to Krishna to act as a Mohani Murti, and he did. And Lord Shiva is very, he's not, he has controlled his senses in a way that no lady or one Maya can attract him in a way. But in this case, he was attracted in spite of the fact. And it's not that his potency was less, no. Krishna attracted him from within the heart, so Lord Shiva couldn't do anything. So he was running after Mohani Murti. And in fact, anyhow, so you can see how Krishna can attract from within the heart any living entity if he wants to, So that's another potency which nobody has, to attract a living entity or any soul from within the heart in spite of his not wanting to. So he can do that. He can make you do things in some ways, So that's part of Yogamaya also. So that's very, very interesting, So no wonder Narada was filled with wonder, because he hadn't seen such kind of spiritual potency, and it was beyond ordinary, beyond our comprehension, Even top mystics, learned person cannot fully grasp the extent of Krishna's activities, and not only that, I mean, he did it so many times. It's not first time he has done it, Like if you, I can go through examples a little later on. And other thing we want to point out that this energy, Maya or Mahamaya, is working under the control of Krishna. He says that. I'm just forgetting that. Mam Maya Durtya. Mam eva pradante te, Maya etam taranti te. Like if you surrender unto me, I will make it easy so you can cross over my Maya. So we can see that Lord can do that, So here it's important to stress the importance of devotional service and loving surrender, So loving, very important. Loving means prema. So that's you cannot surrender in mode of passion or ignorance. So Krishna doesn't accept that. It's only pure loving prema means bhakti, which we call it also. So that's the way to surrender to the Lord, And so Narada here says that only by serving Lord's feet one is able to perceive the mystic potencies, otherwise not, Now, when Krishna was showing universal form, Arjuna couldn't see it. Because he has materialized. So he has to give him special eyes and special vision so that he can perceive his universal form, And so you can see how Krishna can, through his Yogmaya, empower any living entity. Here his friend Arjuna, to see that form. So now he's doing two things. He's empowering Arjuna to see it, and then he's manifesting this at the other end, so he could see it. And Krishna is sitting there, but the Maya is like a television going on. So so this is totally Yogmaya, beyond the principles of any material realm. It's just amazing, how Krishna does it. And in this case, this is 1133. The translation is, the form you are seeing and with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying of Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is only by means of devotional service that I can be seen as I am. So it's very important to understand the undivided devotional service is extremely, extremely important in our lives. Of course, for us, chanting is more important in a way, because we can carry it with us all the time. Devotional service, you have to go somewhere to do it. So that's why the chanting is the most important thing we can do. And that's why it's very important that when we do chanting, we do it with love, not counting the beats, kind of thing. So we have to feel it within our heart, that how we are doing chanting, not like mechanically, Hare Krishna, Krishna. So it's very important to connect, somehow you have to, there are various ways of connecting, So you have to find your own way, which is good for you. What does it do for you? Either you're hearing the same chant, or you're putting a picture of Krishna, whatever makes it tick, And you will notice it. When you do it, you will feel it somehow within your heart and mind. And your body, you can see your hair will stand on end if you're doing the pure chanting. So one is mechanical chanting, we can do that, no problem. Then we are doing our quota, then you are not connecting. So some people, including me, I think to do my quota, that's how I do it, So it's not very good, Quota means then your 16 is done, your mala goes on the side, because we are not connected. If we are really connected, then we have to be chanting all the time within our heart. And not only that, Krishna allows that, and Krishna makes it happen, within your heart, if you practice it very sincerely. And not only that, in your dream you will be chanting, if you get to that level, But it's very difficult to reach that level, But so anyhow, I found this verse. This was 1855. It says, "Bhaktya mam abhijanati yashmi chashmi tatvata tato mam tatvo jnana vaste tad antaratma." One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. Very important. And Krishna is saying in the 18th chapter, and it's the 55th verse, so which means he's concluding. So these are concluding. Concluding marks are very important also, because that's a sense that creates a sense of whatever has been said throughout the book. So conclusion. That's what conclusion is very important. So this is concluding remarks from Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So in purport, I will just try to mention the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. His plenary portions cannot be understood by mental speculation nor by the non-devotees. If anyone wants to understand God or Krishna, it has to take to pure devotional service under the guidance of a pure devotee or spiritual master. Otherwise, the truth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead will be hidden always. No one can understand God simply by scholarship or mental speculation. Only one who is actually engaged in Krishna consciousness and devotional service can understand Krishna as it is. So it's very, very important. So anyhow, and then the other thing Krishna says in same concluding chapter in chapter 1858, Matchitta sarvadurgani mat prasada tarsti athachit ahankara na sharoshi vinakshisi. Very important verse. What he says is, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of the conditioned life by my grace. And if, however, you do not work for me in such consciousness, but act through your false ego and not hearing me, then what will happen? You will be lost. You will be totally lost. So it's very important to understand what Krishna is saying. If you don't, then you will be lost. You will be in another realm of Maya or whatever. So I won't go through. Maybe I should go through some examples of Mahamaya, or like Arjuna forgetting his duty in Bhagavad Gita. Because he's overwhelmed and he's seeing his family, teachers, and he's forgetting his eternal duty, and he's confused, and so he's covered by Mahamaya. And similarly, Kansa, constantly fearing Krishna, although Krishna never harmed him until the end, Krishna was living in fear, imagining Krishna everywhere. So Mahamaya was creating such a fear in him, Then Ajamila, he was falling down from Dharma after seeing a prostitute. He's just bewildered, So that's another example. Mahamaya covered him, So he was, and not only that, Indra becoming proud, then he's attacking Vrindavan with his cloud and storm and everything, and Krishna. So these are the examples of Mahamaya, we can go through many more examples. Similarly, the Maya examples are very simple, Bhishma seeing Krishna as warrior instead of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is illusion, what we call is, Devaki and Vasudeva are forgetting Krishna's divinity, so they are seeing him as ordinary personality. And similarly, residents of Mathura thinking that he is a prince, and so nothing more than that. So this is Maya, Now, in Yoga Maya, now no wonder Narada is shocked in Dwarka, like seeing Krishna playing with children, doing yagna, meeting queens, and sleeping and joking and doing public planning, administration, etc., etc. So this is all examples of Mahamaya, or Yogamaya, sorry. And then Yashoda trying to tying Krishna with rope. That's another example, the Damodar Leela, So that's impossible situation. And then when she's tying it, the cord is always short. There are many examples. Krishna appearing like ordinary child to gopis, and also Brahma stealing calves, etc. So anyhow, I think I'm done with time. So I will just stop it here. If I have 1-2 minutes, maybe I can go more examples here. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Kamaham Bhajami Bharavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Agom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Kriya Priti Manti Pasyanti Panti Kayanti Giram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Amaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Amaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Amaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham
Adipurusham. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupataya Krishna Pristaya Putale Jimate Bhakti Vedanta Samaniti Namine Krishna Pristaya Putale Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi Gurvani Pajar Dege Nivasesha Shunyavani Vasajane Satarane Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Brahmanityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Siva Sati Gaurata Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Krishna Nityananda Brahmanityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Siva Sati Gaurata Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Brahmanityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Siva Sati Gaurata Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jayarat, Agolokinano, Agolokinano, Dragate. Jayarat, Agolokinano, Agolokinano, Dragate. Rate, Jai Om Vishnu Pad. It's divine grace. Govardhan ki jai, Vrindavanam ki jai, Machuranam ki jai, Yodasami ki jai, Mai ki jai, Shivani Galasi Devi ki jai, Samveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premadanda Haribo. All glories to the assembled glories. All glories
Janam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vitaranam Vijavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Pranamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bhudan Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatpapitam. Hare Krishna. I hope Prabhu's feeling better. Yeah, better get his energy up for the. Okay. Yeah, gotta eat right and rest. Okay, well, I've said my blessings and my wife's. Yeah. Tak Ishuna. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari nadanam najanam nasundarim kavitam vajagadisha kamaye mama janmani ishvare bhavatad bhaktir hoitaki twai ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vachame bhavam budau kripaya tavapada pankaja Stita Duli Sajushim Vachintaya Nayanam Gadashudaraya Varanam Gad Gadurudaya Gira Pulakarnishitam Vapukada Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati Yugayatam Namishena Chakshusha Pravashayatam Shunayatam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahename Ashlishyava padamratam vanastumam adarshanam marmahata karotuva yatatatava vidadatulam pato mat prananatastusa eva napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Oh, my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental energies, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. Oh, my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Oh, my Lord, when will my eyes be tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to anything and everything, for he's always my worshipful Lord unconditionally.